Good morning, Unity of Sarasota.
Good morning.
Welcome, everybody. We are so glad you are here. We have the very talented Stephen Butler with us today. And you're going to really enjoy him. He's going to do some traditional African-American songs, as well as something we're going to all do together. Get on your feet, and we're going to do We Come Together by Mr. Eddie Watkins Jr. Woo! Now clap your hands. Free yourself. Release it. Woo! 1, 2, here we go. I'll take a look at the person next to you. Say, God, I love you and I need you. I feel the love and sanctuary. Lift up hearts and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Give him some love here. Rob Satori. Yes. Well, good morning, everyone. Unity of Sarasota is an inclusive spiritual community. We embrace life-affirming and practical spirituality for our richer living now. My name is Mitch Earl. I'm one of your chaplains here today and delighted to be your platform and pulpit assistant as well. At this time, as we move to the next slide, I would invite you to join me in reading our mission statement. We are a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. And now Reverend Elizabeth will lead us in prayer.
Good morning, Unity of Sarasota. Good morning to those watching online. And would you join me in just taking a breath? And as we take a breath, come to the heart, creating a sacred space right where we are. And so that our prayers are amplified this morning, because I know the power that lies in this room. And today I'm going to ask all of you to keep our beloved Reverend Amy in your prayers. Let us send her lots of love and light. She is currently in the hospital. The family has asked to basically no visitors right now. She's stable. However, I will keep you posted. We will send out an email later this week with, whatever we know. But for now, whenever you think of her, that beautiful smile, those beautiful eyes, send her love and light. Can we do that? So let us turn to prayer, the most powerful tool there is. And let us breathe into the heart as we come together in our spiritual powers, fully awakened to the living, loving Christ within each and every one of us, the truth of who we are, the I am presence. And it is in this presence that we meet today, that we are uplifted on the wings of spirit. It is in this presence that we connect with a one source that gives us life, that animates our life, and we send love and light and know that Amy right now is feeling this love, this immense love, and knows that she is loved, that she is the beloved presence of all there is, and we see her filled with new life, filled with healing energy in her wholeness. So visualize Amy in her fullness. And we hold her in the highest light this morning as we hold our entire community in this powerful healing love and light. So this is a wonderful time right now. If you know of anyone that is going through a health challenge, see them healthy and whole. See them tapping into the immense love that God is. So we hold this community, and as we do so, we hold our city, our country, and the world in the highest vibration possible. And it begins with each and every one of us. And we are grateful that we come together this morning in the name of love. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. At this time, I'd like to welcome any of you that are here for the first time. Any guests, if you are here for the first time at Unity of Sarasota, we invite you to rise on up if you want to stand. We just want to ask your name and where you're from. Is there anyone here? Right here. Oh, right here in red. Oh, now they're popping up. Okay. Took the third call. Okay. All right. Since you brightly wore red here today, could you tell us our name and where you're coming from?
I'm Jim Brenner, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, welcome. Okay, we'll go center here.
Hello.
Hi. Linda from Sarasota. Okay. Passing it to the back on this side. Elaine from Maine. Okay. We won't go with the rain falling gently or anything like that. Okay. Now, all three of you should have gotten, yes, I see, your Florida pearls, otherwise known as our shell necklace. And what that represents, not only a memento here from Sarasota and from the Gulf of Florida, Gulf of Mexico. That just slipped. That just slipped. Anyway, these shells represent two things. The individual shells are representative of each of us, our individuality. And the string, that really strong string that is holding them, represents our community. And so we welcome you to our community, whether you're visiting or here in Sarasota. And we also have an online feature. And I know when I'm away, I'm on that side of the camera looking at the back of your heads. And it's very interesting. It's fun to be here, but it's also great to continue that interaction as you're online. Now, you also received a welcome packet that's filled with information about Unity of Sarasota, and we invite you to come to Fellowship Hall, and I'll have some more to say about that after the service. Now, we're also, as I just mentioned, live streaming again today, and so I'll invite you to wave a hand, maybe turn around and say hi to the folks that are behind that camera, as it were. And this is a little bit of breaking news as I go into the announcements part of what we're happening here. Those of you with kids or just want to be in the family room, our quiet room, which is to my left here, you can now go back in there. The speaker had not been working, the audio speaker, and now it is. So just letting you know that. If you or your kids, or both, want to be in there, please show up. All right, and this time I'd like to ask Kathy Blake to come forward, and she will be giving us a word about Soul Sisters.
Good morning. I'm looking out at the bright and beautiful faces of many Soul Sisters who have participated in this program for the last almost 3 years since it was started by a wonderful woman who was in the church at that time. I want you to know that I am full of joy and privilege that I get to lead and facilitate this group of women. You are invited. Anyone who's considered it, came once or twice, you need to know we constantly get better at what we do, which is to be more joyful and more soulful. But I'm here today to invite you to our annual retreat, which is March 11th to 13th. We are opening it to the church. Our beautiful Reverend is an avid retreater, and retreating is part of the unity experience, as is many religious traditions. So if you're waiting for something wonderful to happen to you, come and see me after the service, and I'll tell you what you can do to become a soul sister. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Now, this Saturday, which is February 22nd already, is our campus beautification. It is from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, and it's a way, of course, to help make our campus even more beautiful than it is at this moment. And as you're traipsing through the, what is it, tripping through the tulips? What was that line? Tiptoe through the tulips, okay. That's what it was, way back from way on ever. As you're tiptoeing through the tulips, that's the one, yeah. Thank you, Rob. Always depend on Rob if you have a moment. And as an incentive, they're telling us that lunch will be served. And so I'm just wondering if it'll be a plant-based diet. Just wondering. Okay, so today is our annual meeting. Yes, we invite you all to show up. Where you can show up is our fellowship hall. It starts at noon, and as an incentive there, it's kind of a theme here, we have food. Once again, it's also Potluck Sunday, and we invite you to join us for both of those soon after this service concludes. And I would invite you to check out your bulletin that you should have gotten when you came in. And if not, you can get one on the way out. And it's really full of all sorts of things. I won't go over all of them, but just to let you know, in March, we have a sound bath and family constellation. So you want to mark your calendars for all that. All right, now I'm going to invite you to do a little bit of aerobics, and please stand and sing our Unity song.
Every prayer is answered, every prayer concern, every thought, every feeling, every spoken word. What the soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, it is already here, it is already real. There is no one out there, there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me, there's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world is darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you, I will always be. I am one, I am unity. We are one, we are unity.
Thank you. And while I have you all standing, if you could please join me in reading our statement of being. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are individualized expressions of God. We are individualized expressions of God. You may be seated. Thank you.
Wow, our daily word today is world peace. Regardless of appearance, let us hold that vision that yes, it is possible, world peace. And the affirmation is, I hold a vision of a peaceful world. Let us affirm that together. I hold a vision of a peaceful world. The peace I wish to see in the world begins in my own heart. To call upon the peace within me and bring it into the world, I use my spiritual gift of love to feel in harmony with all others. I use my power of imagination to envision the world filled with peace. And through my gift of will, I choose peaceful responses, no matter the circumstances. I envision God's healing, loving power enfolding the earth and all its people. As I cling the spiritual vision, my heart is lifted, and it's easier for me to perpetuate peace. The notion that others are holding the same vision of a peaceful world encourages and comforts me. I pray our shared goal of peace on earth touches every heart and mind in every corner of the world. And from Isaiah 26, verse 3, those of steadfast mind you keep in peace because they trust in you. And now, let us prepare for a time of meditation, just listening to the music and going within.
Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my light is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call, hold my hand, lead me on. Precious Lord, take my hand and lead me home. When the darkness appears and the light draws near, and the day is past and gone, at the river I stand, guide my feet, hold my hand, take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home.
Wow, 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 wow. I think we all need a breath. Lead me home. Sweet Spirit, lead me, lead me, lead me no matter what. Let that be our prayer at all times. God, lead me. And let us begin to bring our awareness within in this time of meditation, in this time where we meet our Maker and we surrender to love. We surrender to the light of our being. We surrender to the truth of who we are at the deepest level. If you haven't done so already, I invite you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, give yourself permission to fully relax, to let go and let God. Give yourself permission to be fully here. The past is gone. The future is uncertain. But here and now, we are connected to Spirit. Here and now is where the truth lies, our wholeness, our fullness in God. And just notice your breath. Every breath a reminder that you're not alone. Every breath is a reminder that you are one with the totality of existence. You are being lived. As you exhale, you're giving back. For we're not islands. We're infinitely connected in the thread of life. And relax. Relax deeply and fully. Relax. This is your time to relax and just bask in God's love, the love that is within you, which is immense. Let us breathe to the big heart, the heart that is connected to the creation of all there is, the heart that just gives and gives, the heart of the light of truth, the heart of joy, the heart of life, the beating heart of existence, where there is a big love, agape love, unconditional love. And in this love, we claim our spiritual strengths. I am centered in God. I am centered in love. I am the living, loving presence of the divine incarnated in this time and in this moment, and I'm holding the high watch for myself and for the world. And we have the power of imagination and the power of will to bring our highest vision to reality. As we begin to see a world at ease, at peace, a world where we can truly anchor heaven on earth, where there is cooperation, where we see that it is all God and all good. And we breathe again and we say, Sweet Spirit, I am ready, I am willing to dive deeper and deeper into the truth of who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And I'm open for revelation. I'm open to guidance. Show me, guide me. I am here for you. For I am your hands, I am your feet, I am your voice. And knowing that there's no such thing as separation, we send love and light to everyone that has asked for prayer in the prayer chest, knowing that God is the answer to every prayer. Whatever the prayer request is for, we know that ultimately it is about our oneness with God, about awakening to the truth of the immense love that there is. I am one with this love, and all that I see is love. And bring to your mind's eye your loved ones, our dear Reverend Amy, our family, our community, our world, and spread the love, shine your love. Begin to see this entire sanctuary filled with light, with love, a fountain of love spreading out to the world. I am here for love. I am here for love. And now let us just bask in the stillness and in the silence. We listen to that still small voice that's always speaking. And now take a breath and take a moment to express your gratitude in your heart. Gratitude amplifies our good. And begin to come back. Feel your feet on the earth. Wiggle your fingers. You might want to put your hand on your heart as a symbol of our oneness, our love. And look around. Just look around. And share your best smile with the person closest to you. I see you, I see you. I behold the divinity in each one of you. Namaste.
So in 1871, a gentleman by the name of James Walden Johnson was born in Jacksonville, Florida. And he was a poet, a writer, and an activist. and was responsible for organizing numerous NAACP rallies here in Florida at a time when it wasn't necessarily welcomed to do so. And one of the poems that he wrote and was actually put to music was Lift Every Voice and Sing, and which is also known as the Black National Anthem. And I would like to invite each and every one of you to stand as I sing this song. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. Then it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day's begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou hast brought us far on the way. Thou who hast by Thy might laid us into the light. Keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forgot Thee. Dread beneath the underneath the hands will join Thee. May we forever stand true to our God, to the land, true to our God, true to our native land. True to our God, true to our native land. True to our God, true to our native land.
Thank you, Stephen, Rob, thank you. And we continue to celebrate Black History Month. I'm going to invite our dear Harriet to come up, and she will have a message for us today as we continue to see Black history through the lens of the New Thought movement.
Thank you. Okay, good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure this morning to give my talk on a truly remarkable woman, Reverend Johnnie Coleman. Johnnie Coleman was a graduate of Wiley College who was born in 1920 in the segregated South. After being diagnosed with an incurable disease, Coleman had a crisis of faith and decided to attend Unity School of Christianity. Coleman was the third Black student ordained as a Unity minister in 1956. While a student there, Coleman, like all Black students at the time, was told she could not live on campus. For 2 years, Coleman commuted 15 miles each way to the YWCA in Kansas City before the campus was desegregated. She understood and craved the value of New Thought teachings, and despite the human consciousness at the time within the Unity movement. After graduating from Unity School, Coleman founded the Christ Unity Temple, which was later called Christ Universal Temple, a Chicago-based megachurch with over 4,000 people in attendance every week. Unfortunately, she continued to deal with racist attitudes and politics. In 1974, in response to these experiences, Johnny broke away from the Unity movement and founded the Universal Foundation for Better Living. Reverend Johnny Coleman was founder of 2 New Thought churches, was mentor to many students and ministers, such as an entertainer, Della Reese, I don't know if you remember her, and had the Johnny Coleman Theological Seminary named in her honor. She was an influential minister and teacher in the New Thought movement and is often referred to as the First Lady of New Thought. Open Your Mind and Be Healed is not only the title of her book, but her remarkable personal story of the use of universal principles of healing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harriet. Yes, Johnny Coleman was a powerhouse, and there has been so many powerhouses within this movement. As you were speaking also, was coming to me about Maya Angelou. Did you know that Maya Angelou wanted to be a Unity minister, and she was in the works of becoming a Unity minister? You know, at Unity on the Bay, where I was, you know, I had the great pleasure of seeing her a few times because she had a relative in Miami Beach, and so every time she would come to the church, and she would get up and share a few words, and everybody was like crying and crying. And she met with a few of the leaders from the Unity movement and was ready to become a Unity minister. And then there's Oprah. Oprah said the book that changed her life, which we will be doing a class on that, is by Eric Butterworth, Discover the Power Within You. Because that is the power of this movement, that we all have an immense power that we're here to discover. And when we discover that power, we know we're free, no matter what. Because the power of love is greater than any circumstance. Can we hold that truth together? Good. Yeah. And tomorrow's President's Day. Also, you know, President's Day, which is very interesting because it goes back to 1885. It started celebrating George Washington Day until it became President's Day, and then it was Lincoln's birthday was also in February. Now it's all presidents. So on this weekend, let's hold our country. Let us hold our country, that we can begin to see things right, and a country that is united in love. I think we need that more than anything right now. And strength, fearless love. Can we do that? Yes. And did you have a wonderful Valentine's Friday? I know I bought myself some Valentine's cookies, and I enjoyed every one of them. Without guilt. Without guilt. But every day should be Valentine's. Every day we should honor the power of love. And not only know it in ourselves, but give it away. Spread the love. And I know that there are many, many of you that spread the love. We're very fortunate in this community to have so many giving people, so many people that just know how to spread the love. And the best way to spread the love, you know what, is to serve something greater. Because when you serve something, you're getting out of the little me. the story of poor little me, and you become part of something greater. And that's the beauty of it. And we have so many wonderful people. I will not be able to name them all, but this morning I thought, you know what? It's a special morning, and I just want to honor so many people that give selflessly of their time. You know, in one of the pathways in yoga of enlightenment is sacred service. It's called seva. Seva is a way for enlightenment. And so today I want to honor, I'm going to begin with Rose, because when you go to the fellowship hall today, you're going to see every table with such a beautiful arrangement, a detail, and she comes silently and puts everything together in such a beautiful way. So Rose, please stand for a moment. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, there's so many of you. I can't name them all, but there's Connie that just, you know, right now has taken over the bookstores of selfless service and doing it with so much love. Connie. And then there's Sarah. I don't know where they are because right now all that team is getting ready, all the food for you to enjoy after that. But that wonderful hospitality team. And then there's Ginger. Ginger over there. That, oh my God, Ginger. She's serving everything. And Peg with the outreach, and then the AV team, you know, back there, the wonderful team that they're there in the background. And then there is Deborah and Mike and all of you back there, the usher team, the greeters. You know, there's so many wonderful people. So we have so many, and then there are our reception angels that are here also that are serving. So we have a very powerful community. And of course, there's our board. There is our board. There's so much that is behind the scenes of work. So I can go on and on and on naming people. And yes, our prayer chaplains too. They're here to serve every Sunday. But I'm just going to ask you, if you're the team leader of a team, stand up so we can honor you. With that beautiful team leader, the team leader. The team leaders are here. Look at the back. Oh, there is Tim back there. All our team leaders are here. And if you have served in any way in 2024, please stand. Please stand and please stand if you have served this community. Look at this. That's amazing. That's amazing. That is the power of a community that's living, loving, and just being the best that they can, serving something greater. And you know what? When we do so, we're the ones that grow. We grow. As you give, you receive. You spread the love, it comes back to you amplified. Service is love in action. And what is action? Unity's fifth principle. And we said that this year, we really want to embody these principles, beginning with presence. And when we're in presence, we're connected to the Spirit of the living, loving God. And that presence in us just says, be, share the light, go forth and spread the love. Because God is the greatest giver there is. Have you not noticed? Look at nature. Look at the trees that just give of their fruit and their vegetables, and Mother Earth that just gives us everything that we need for us to survive, right? Yeah. Mother Earth is the greatest giver, and that is within each one of us. And we're here as co-creators to share that light with the world, to share our spiritual gifts with the world. And that's how we move from this conditioned love to agape love. And this agape love, the beautiful part about it is God is calling. Did you hear God calling? God calls in strange ways. Pay attention. So this agape love is the big love. It is the big love that does not push away anything. This big love is pure light. And it embraces the darkness. And when it embraces the darkness, you see that there was never any darkness, because the darkness goes to the light. And because it's ultimately all God, all good. But we're in this field that continually embraces us to rise higher and higher, and to open our hearts bigger and bigger. And we open our minds wider and wider, so that the wisdom and the love are together, and that our mind, our thoughts, our words, our deeds, everything is alignment in the presence of the divine within each one of us. That's what we're here for, my friends. Because remember, personalities, the ego, they just want and want and want, and always looking for something or someone out there to fulfill the empty hole, what the Buddhists call right here, that we have it's like a donut hole that wants more and more and more and more. Or then, when we can't get it fulfilled, then we go into all kinds of addictions to TV, addictions to this and that. When it takes a lot of power and strength, spiritual strength, to just say, no matter what, I am here and my faith is strong and I am a spiritual warrior and I'm here to hold the highest truth that I can possibly hold in this moment. And see, I know that the conditioning is great. The conditioning that even tells us that love is supposed to hurt and that we're supposed to be suffering, and love is suffering. And the more we suffer, the more we love. Because that's part in the collective consciousness. All you have to do is look at the music industry. And I'm going to share a couple of songs that came to my mind, and then see if you remember this, You've lost that loving feeling. And I'm not going to try to sing. It's my party, and I cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Can you relate to that one? Yeah? You can't hurry. Love. Looking for love, where? In all the wrong places. How deep is your love? I just can't stop loving you. I just can't stop loving you. What am I going to do without this love? Ever been there? You don't have to say you love me just because of him. And stop in the name of love. Yes, that's a good one. Stop. Stop the crazy mind. Stop the conditioning. Stop being part of the matrix and wake up and roar. Wake up and roar and realize that we have within us an infinite love, infinite strength, infinite power, and that we're not here just to know this truth. We're here to spread the love, to give the love out. And the best way to do so within community, within each other, an enlightened community that really is saying, okay, I'm ready, and the time is now, and the whole universe is conspiring for each one of us to wake up, roar, and realize I'm so much more than my little self. I am the divine, uniquely appearing as me, and I'm here to embrace all of it, the whole enchilada, being all that I was meant to be, and then be a fountain of love wherever I am. And then you never know what the universe will bring forth. This is a true story that I want to share. And it is a wonderful example of selfless love. There was and you might know this story, there was a Kenyan runner, I forgot the year that happened, Abel Mutai, and he was just a few feet from the finish line, but he became confused and he couldn't read the signage, so he didn't know, he stopped, he thought he had completed the race. And then there's the Spanish runner, Ivan Fernandez, who was right behind him, and he realized what was happening. So he started shouting to the Kenyan to continue running. But Mutai, he didn't know Spanish, so he didn't understand what the guy was shouting to him. So you know what Fernandez did? He pushed him to the finish line. He put, and so the journalists afterwards, they could not understand how this guy that could have won the race pushed the other one to win the line, right? And so the journalist asked Ivan, he said, "Why did you do that?" And Ivan replied, "My dream is that someday we can have a kind of community life where we push each other and help each other to win. That we all help each other to win." And then the journalist insisted, but how did you let this Kenyan win? And Ivan said, "No, I did not let him win. He was going to win. The race was his." But the journalist insisted. He said, "But you could have won." Ivan again looked at him and replied, "But what would be the merit of that victory? What would be the honor in that medal? What will my mother think of that?" You know? And I think that this story is about really also looking at our values. What is important? What are we focused on? This is about being in alignment with our highest values, no matter what. And winning is being a light wherever we are by living our values. And when we come together as a community, praying, meditating, or even dancing, sharing food, you know, something beautiful happens because the beauty of spirit is amplified. And there is an opening of the heart, and it's good medicine. It is healing energy. We're actually awakening hormones that are healthy for us. So being part of a spiritual community is a gift to ourselves, and it is a gift to the world. So that is my dream for this community, that just like the Spanish runner pushed the other one, that we can push each other and be there for each other. And then we can move from the story of fear to the story of love, because love has no obligations. Love just gives and gives and gives. So we're here to hold the highest light. We are here as a spiritual community to love, love, love. And in that love, we lighten up, and we know that all is well.
And I would invite our loving servants, known as ushers, to come forward today. And thank you all for being of service. And so I would invite everyone to if you can switch to the next slide, please. Go into our offertory blessing, which is: divine love blessings and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive abundantly. Thank you, ushers. And thank you for your loving contributions to this community.
So, the Underground Railroad, that was a system of allowing enslaved Africans to escape their bondage, their physical bondage. And it took them to areas up north where we refer to as freed land. And there was this one song that was sung by the Africans, and it was titled, "Follow the Drinking Gourd." Now, the drinking gourd was actually referring to the Big Dipper, the North Star, telling Africans, to those who were on the run, those who were planning to run, or those who were passing by, because the enslaved individuals would meet at night at church. And it was customary for someone who was running away to pass through that particular plantation, that land. And they would stroll along the side of the church, and they could hear the people singing this song. When the sun comes back, when the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's a-waiting to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Well, the river bank is a mighty good road. Dead trees show you the way. Left foot, peg foot, traveling home. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd, for the old man's a-waiting to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Well, the river ends between two hills. Follow the drinking gourd. There's another river on the other side. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's a-waiting to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Where the little river meets the great big one. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's a-waiting to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's a-waiting to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd.
Blessed or what? You know, that was such a powerhouse. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know about you, but my heart feels very full in this moment. And look at the joy of the children. And each one of us has a child in here that we must not forget. Nurture your soul. During hard times, self-love, self-care. Nurture your soul. The more we can honor the child within, the more present we can be to the children. And then see them as beautiful lights. And let us rejoice and send love and light to our children and the children of the world as together we say our prayer. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we see the living Spirit in you. Yes. And remember, this week as we go forth, and whenever Amy comes to your mind, send her love and light and see her whole and complete. And I'm going to ask Vivi to come up and look at this beautiful card that she made here for her. Look at this beautiful card. So she's going to have that card in the fellowship hall. Just go there and just sign your name. Every signature, everything will be love, love, love that we're sending to Amy, okay? And now, I'm going to ask our prayer chaplains to come up. They're here. And they've been praying, and they've been praying for Amy, they've been praying for our world. We have also, I can't tell you how many ministers I have Amy in prayer, Silent Unity, so she is prayed up. And it was so wonderful, our prayer chaplains right here. And also, one more thing I wanted to say. We've been blessed. Last week, we had a wonderful group of people that decided to be new members. Also, we have new members. So we've had about 22, 24 new members within a year. Isn't that wonderful? And so I'm going to invite you to stand as we say our prayer for protection, followed by the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power